What's up guys, QSHS Nation 1 here, and today I am playing Rift. Now this is a game that I have been playing for a while now. I'm actually going to turn the volume down real quick, the master volume, so I can hear myself. But this is a game I've been playing for pretty hardcore for the past couple of days. It's a new MMO. Well, it's not new. It's an MMO that I've recently gotten into because I've been trying to find a good MMO. I used to play SWTOR. What's this? Holiday gift. Okay. Well, I used to play SWTOR, the Old Republic, and I was a subscriber. Okay, now I'm a reindeer. That's interesting. Lots of random things happening. So I used to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. That was one MMO I tried, and I did subscribe to it, you know, because the free to play on that game is just crap, absolute crap. And so then I've been, you know, after my subscription ran out, I just didn't want to keep paying for an MMO. I just didn't have the money at the moment to. I don't have the money at the moment to, you know, afford one at the moment. So I've been looking for one, and I've recently checked out Rift. You know, I looked up some reviews and stuff on the game, some first looks, just to kind of see what it's all about, and I really like it. It's probably one of the best MMOs I've ever played, and it's free to play. There is a subscription model though, that just basically gets you. I'll show you, because I bought a pack on Steam for Rift that gave me, you know, basically a starter pack that gave me some bonuses and stuff. But basically, if you're a subscriber to Rift, you get this patron stuff. You get a little bit extra XP, I think, for stuff. But and then you get this patron stuff, like you can access your mailbox, your mage trainers, like your class trainers, your bank, your guild bank, all right on the spot. So if I want to access my bank, I can just do that. Now banks are in big cities and all that, so you can usually find a bank in the larger cities. But if you're a subscriber, then you don't have to travel all around just to get to a bank. So there is those kind of stuff like that, and you also get patrons experience. You get more experience, you get more notoriety, stuff like, you just get extra buffs just for being a subscriber. But the free-to-play model is, there's very little limitations. I don't even think there are any limitations. I just think the subscribers just get bonuses, but the free-to-play still gets the whole game, but the subscribers get the whole game plus a couple of bonuses. Basically, that's what the model is. And Rift does have an in-game cash shop, but the cash shop is not like crazy like the Old Republic was. The stuff is actually pretty good, and the prices are decent. So yeah, I've actually, because when I bought the pack, I gave me some, you know, some of this to, you know, some cash shop money, and I used it to buy some gear. And it's actually some of the gear that I have on right now is from that cash shop, and it's really good gear. So if you don't know what, you know, you don't play a lot of MMOs, well, I suggest you just maybe start checking them out, because they're really fun, and they are quite a time consumer. I'm actually gonna start going somewhere, not just standing in the same area, but it's just hard to talk and stuff at the same time. But basically, I think I'm gonna be starting to make more Rift videos. Because, you know, it's a game that I really like, and if you've played other MMOs, I'm gonna show you a couple of things. A lot of people say that this is like a WoW clone, like a World of Warcraft clone. It's not at all. It's completely different than World of Warcraft. Even though I haven't even played World of Warcraft, I've just seen videos comparing, you know, people comparing the two games. I like the soul tree system. This is a system that kind of determines your class, and you have your 4 basic classes: mage, warrior, rogue, and cleric, or a healer, basically. And then you have souls. So let me just basically, you can make a roll, and then you can choose from a list of souls. Well, I can't at the moment because I don't know why, but you can choose from a list of souls here. And each soul has its own tree with its own abilities, so you can customize. You can pick 3 souls to put abilities in. So you usually have, you know, a main one, then a secondary one, and then you know, a third one. But anyways, that's what makes Rift different. Also, Rift just the PvP in Rift is so fun. You actually have, well, it depends on what server you play on. I play on a PvP server, so there's open world PvP. So, you know, there's two sides on Rift, the Defiance and the Guardians, just like, you know, you have the Sith and the Jedi, or the, what is it? I don't know. And World of Warcraft, I don't know the names of those, but you have the two sides. And so if you see members of the other side, depending on what area you're in, you know, you can attack them no matter what level they are. And Rift is a pretty big world. As you can see here, this is the starting area, and it has the levels that each area kind of is, you know, recommends you are. So the Rift is a pretty big world, right? You have this whole continent, but not only that, you also have Teleport to Storm Legion. So that's the first expansion pack. So I think there's a whole nother continent dedicated to the next expansion pack. So there's a whole nother area just dedicated to that. So Rift is a pretty big world. But I think what really separates Rift is the dynamics. You know, the questing isn't that bad. A lot of it's pretty dynamic. And also what happens in Rift is there are rifts. Now, as you can see on the map, you see right here. And I'm in this area. So you can see near me there's a minor fire rift. And basically rifts are the ways that the enemies of, you know, the storyline, there's these, you know, enemies that are invading. I'm not going to go into the whole storyline, but basically that's how the enemies enter into our worlds through rifts, and you have to close them by defeating going through a wave of enemies to close the rift. There's also invasions that can happen where multiple rifts just open up over the whole region, and the whole, you know, people in that region have to combine to help stop the rifts. And then there's, you know, there's small invasions, so the enemies just take over the whole area. And then at the end there's a world boss, and so there's multiple people who have to take out that world boss, and etc. So that makes the questing quite fun whenever that stuff happens while you're questing. And then you also have, you know, your dungeons. You can see, you can go for a group and specific dungeons. There's normal dungeons, plenty of dungeons to do at each level. You get classic expert dungeons, and then you got your Storm Legion, your expansion pack dungeon. So there's plenty of dungeons to do if you're a dungeon geek. You got PvP, of course, Warfronts. Now this is just low B PvP, so this is what you can do at lower levels until you hit like 50 and 60 and all that. There's Conquest, which is like basically it's hundreds of players over facing another hundreds of players fighting it out in a big PvP match. So that's another end game thing we do. There's also Chronicles. I'm not quite sure what that is, but yeah, I just kind of want to make this video just to kind of introduce what Rift is, because I am going to be making videos on it, and I'm not really going to be making videos on the questing per se, because that's not really interesting to watch, just the leveling process. But I will be making videos on the PvP. I'll be doing PvP commentaries, either live commentaries or some might not be live. And then I'll also be doing videos on maybe some skill builds. I haven't really played any of the other classes besides Mage, so I might, you know, make a video here and there about different Mage builds, depending on whenever I can test those out. But right now, all I'm playing is I'm using a Necromancer / Warlock build, basically. But that's about it for now. I just kind of want to introduce my viewers, you guys, to the game, so I don't just upload a random video and you're like, what is this? So that's about it. If you have any more questions, or you know what you want to see more about Rift, I recommend you check out other videos on YouTube for it. Just look up, you know, Rift review or Rift first looks, stuff like that. There's plenty of videos. That's how I discovered Rift. And if you're thinking about checking the game out, I highly suggest you do so, because it's very fun and probably one of the best MMOs I've ever played. So that's about it. If you guys like this video and you can't wait to see more Rift content, let me know in the comments. If you guys have any suggestions, if you guys do play Rift, any of you do, let me know in the comments below. If you anything you want to say, just let me know. Make sure to leave a like and a favorite. That would really help my channel out. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more Rift content. And if you are new, I'm not only going to do just Rift. I do plenty of other things. Pretty much just a dedicated PC gamer. So it can be anything. But yeah, that's what I get, guys. I will see you guys later.